And what I think of, Steve, when it says here he remembered Noah, I think of over in the Gospels, Jesus said something that has a similar concept. He told the people around him that 5 sparrows are sold for 2 copper coins, yet none of them is forgotten before God. Jesus said that in Luke 12:6. So does God remember his children?
He does remember them.
And does it ever seem like, I'd ask my audience, that we're in this storm and God's forgotten us? The storms of life are just coming and coming, and it's 150 days of this, and where is God? And the storm, just wave after wave. That happens sometimes in life. Does God forget his children? No. God remembered Noah. He knew where Noah was. He had him protected. He was taking him through this storm for a reason. And so if we look at this, who started the flood, Steve?
God started the flood. He's the one that's in control of all of these situations.
Who stopped the flood?
God stopped the flood as well.
Who was in control of the wind and the water?
I think God was.
Who over in the New Testament is in control of the wind and the water when they're in the midst of a storm?
Jesus is. He was the one that was coming and walking on the water. And he also, in another case, told them the sea to calm down, and at his word it did.
Mark 4:41, who can this be that even the wind and the sea obey him? So we have here this very clear example of God remembered Noah, even though he'd been in this storm, this great flood, for many, many days, and wave after wave, yet God remembered him. God did not forget his people. So, my Christian friend, are you in a storm? Well, God has not forgotten you. God will remember you. He protects his children. He takes us through the storm, just like Jesus took his disciples through the storm. If it ever seems like the flood of troubles and God must have forgotten you, then God remembered Noah. God remembered Noah. If he remembered Noah, he's going to remember you, and he's going to remember me. Even though God knows, he read chapter 9 too. He knows what Noah's going to do after the flood's over. And so he still remembered Noah, and he still protected him, just like he'll protect you, and as he's protected me.